I am so sorry if this video is a total train wreck. We're not going to get into that, but we're going to get into this. Hey y'all, this is Delel. I figure I should start saying my name at the intro, because that's what everybody else does. It felt weird before. I don't know. Anyway, hi. So this video is a process, time-lapse, whatever you want to call it, of a raffle prize. I held a raffle on DeviantArt a couple months ago after I hit 1,000 watchers over there, which is crazy. So one of the winners was Werfafa, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm so sorry if I'm not saying it correctly, but this is one of his characters, Chisanu. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that one right either. But it looked like a pretty cool character. I'm so sorry for all the background noise and the birds. They just aren't quiet. But I thought it was a really cool character. And, you know, tigers are my weakness, obviously, because I have to handle the tiger purr. And that's my intro card. It has a tiger. Anyway, I haven't painted a tiger in a while, so I thought it would be a good opportunity, I guess, to try. There was a little bit of, what's the word? I guess I had a little bit of apprehension with this character, though, due to the color palette. Ordinarily, any colors that just don't occur naturally on a particular animal, they just tend to be off-putting to me to want to paint, because I rely so much on references, and since it doesn't naturally occur, there's just a lot of room for error. Why is that a hard word to say? There's just a lot of room for mess ups, is what I guess I should say instead. Anyway, also, I am so sorry if I sound like ish. I had a very weird week, and it was just kind of exhausting. If you know, you know. But I'm not going to get into it. So, in short, the color palette was just a little daunting to me because I didn't want to mess it up. But I think it turned out pretty okay. Pretty good, I guess. I did use references of faux furs that were as close to the character's color palette. I think it's pretty accurate. Oh, also, one thing I didn't notice until much later was that the eyes were a little wonky, unfortunately. And then by that point, it was kind of too late to fix it at that stage. So I had to wait for I don't know how long until I got more of the painting down, and then I could adjust it, and it will be fixed later on in the video, I promise. But it turned out to be a really good practice piece, I guess, to kind of widen my experience painting with these types of colors. I also did use references of other tigers to get an idea of the pose and whatever. So that's why there is some like green shading, because that's kind of what happens to the white fur when it's around green scenery, obviously. Toward the beginning, you probably saw that I had sketched in some foliage that was in one of those reference photos. I kind of got nervous about it, and I didn't like how it was looking just based on the lines, because for some reason foliage just is very hard to figure out for me. Like, it just feels like it has to be a lot more precise than, say, animal anatomy that can be fluctuated and slightly different, and it doesn't have to be totally perfect to indicate what animal it is. Whereas plants, you can apply a style to it. But since I have a style that leans toward realism for the most part, it just feels like it has to be realistic. So, which I guess in retrospect, it's not difficult to do, but it just isn't perfect enough for me to go through with it, I guess, in a way. So I just ended up cutting them out, but I definitely need more practice with them. I will say a little later in the video, I initially went for a little bit of green scenery, and then I went back to the character's toy house, which, by the way, I recently got a toy house, or I got one, whatever. It's the same handle as most of my other platforms, the Tiger Purr. So if you want to follow me there, go for it. But that character's toy house said something that I accidentally looked over. Chisanu is a frost and ice spirit, and wherever he goes, the winter follows, basically. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but I was like, oh, whoops. So I went back and I edited it to be more wintry looking and so on. These raffle prizes were also mentioned that they would be experimental. So there was just some things I wanted to kind of play with a little bit. One of them is kind of I don't know what you would call it, the border, I guess. I put something behind the character that's like a golden halo sort of thing, and then there's this border with these circles sort of in like a crescent moon shape type of thing. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to practice with my backgrounds a bit too. So I think all 4 of the winners are probably going to have varying backgrounds, and just to kind of explore, hopefully. We'll see how it goes, I guess. I have one other painting done. I'm in the process of a third. And then oh god, this is a whole other story. Initially it was only supposed to be 2 winners, but I messed it up because I didn't notice there was a load bar at the bottom of the comments. So I missed some names. So I felt bad, and so I kept the initial 2 that I had already like kind of spun for whatever with the name picker, and then I added the other names, and then I had to pick 2 more names, and so I just went with a total of 4. So one of those paintings I think is going to be a bit of a challenge though, because I haven't really worked with reptiles in a long time, and the last time I did, but I'm gonna try really hard to do that character justice, because it's a very cute character, but it makes me nervous. So hopefully that turns out alright, and then I will probably be uploading these slowly, kind of, and then they're not all guaranteed to turn into time lapses, because I like to have permission from the character owners, and I know some are protective of their characters and they don't like them being shared in certain contexts, I guess you could say, which is fine. But yeah, so they might not all turn into a video on YouTube at least. Oh, also, I'm probably gonna host 2 other raffles, one on Twitter and one on Instagram. I'm not totally sure when though, so the one on Instagram is probably gonna be a little bit more special and kind of confusing-ish. I don't know what you would call it, but it's gonna happen in a particular way. And then I'm not entirely sure what I would make those prices be, because, or even how many winners there would be, I guess. But I guess just stay tuned for those. So yeah. Other than that, the past couple days I've been getting back into Animal Crossing. I'm not a big gamer, kind of, really, at all, like my brother is. But yeah, games kind of like Animal Crossing, sort of, are usually games that I tend to gravitate toward, I guess. Well, maybe. Not really. I don't know. Usually I really like open world type of games, though. Like RDR2. I haven't played that one in a while. But I like how expansive the map is, and I think I'm going to try and draw some of my villagers maybe, and then that could be a process video or something. I don't really know. Maybe I could also draw some of my characters in the Animal Crossing style. That would be kind of cute. Oh, also, I'm pretty sure it was last Saturday. We went to go to a drive-in theater, and they were doing double features, basically. So they would show 2 movies for the price of 1. And we were going specifically to see Venom 2. That movie it's pretty good. It's pretty funny. I know everybody says it, but the whole Venom Eddie relationship dynamic is probably like my favorite thing out of all of it. And the end credit scene, I'm not gonna do any spoilers, so no worries, but the end credit scene, oh my god. On a whole other unrelated note, though, I am so excited to see the new Spider-Man movie in December. Hopefully. I don't know if I'll see it in December, but hopefully. Also, I never finished drawing my spider person character. The whole trend that went around a while ago after Spider-Verse came out, I never got to draw her, or I never finished her. I did concept art, but that was kind of just stinky. So I think this new movie is gonna be really good, though. So that'll be cool. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. Look, watch. Hold your breath, watch. Boop. That's so much better. Oh my god. I heard Eternals got the lowest rating of all the Marvel movies, though, which is kind of weird to me. But I'm gonna have to wait to see that until it's on Disney Plus or something, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But that's gonna be it for me. I can't think of anything else to talk about. So I will see y'all at the end. that's gonna be it for this one. I'm so sorry if I sounded tired throughout this video. I just had a rough week. I'm okay, but yeah, it's tiring. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video regardless. Here is my Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/Dalel, DALEL. And here are my patrons' lovely, 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 lovely names. I could not do this without them, honestly. If you want to support me there, that would be very appreciated. If you can't, please consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell, liking the video, comment if you play Animal Crossing, and who is your favorite character, I guess. Thank y'all for watching so much. I hope y'all have a good day, and remember to drink some flippin' water. Okay, bye.